Hello and good morning, traders. Welcome to the Elite Traders Group morning livecast trade session on Wednesday the 7th of December 2011. Hope you're all really well today. Guys, a quick view of the markets. I've got here the Dow Jones cash chart. We can see was up 52 points last night. In terms of the volume, relatively light that we can see on the cash market. Once again, not a lot of conviction where it's going, but on this breakout right now, it just can't seem to break this 12,300 mark. I've been talking about this for the last couple of days, and it seems like it's just been consolidating on that daily chart before it can actually breach that. So technically, we're still looking for a long and a break of this. I think we're going to see a rally throughout the Christmas period. But fundamentally, of course, there's a lot of things standing in its way, which we could see quite a bit of volatility coming up and some further downside pressure. So right now, we're out of the we're not trading actually the indexes whatsoever, simply because of that volatility that we're seeing. What we are having a look at though is the Euro Australian dollar call option, which we took out on Monday. We took out a slightly out of the money call option with this one, and we've got until next week on that. Now, yesterday we saw the RBA, the Reserve Bank of Australia, come out. They slashed rates, as we can see here, by 0.25%. It was previously 4.5, so 25 basis points there, and as a result we saw the Australian dollar sell off heavily. Now, following that, it has made a bit of a recovery against all the majors, and is just floating around where it was really yesterday morning, so we haven't seen too much of a change since. Remember, we do have today, 11:30, we've got Australian GDP number coming out. The forecast for that's 2.3%. Thursday, we have the unemployment rate as well within Australia. A lot of analysts are expecting that to be up about 0.05% as well, so we'll be keeping a very close eye on that one, especially with relation to our Euro Aussie call option. We can see here once again that we took this at the bottom of its range at about that 130 mark. We can see it's actually bottomed out around there. It's consolidating, and we're looking for a firm break really above that 132 so that we can see that further upside. This market has lost in excess of 800 pips just over the last couple of weeks, so dead cat bounce is what we're looking for there. We've got some time on our side. Moving on, there's not a lot of opportunity in the markets right now. We've got long working orders for corn as a seasonal trade. It's just not going our way, so we haven't actually entered this position, but we've got the working order there just in case it pops up, and seasonally we should see this go up, but it's this pressure and the volatility that we're seeing within the US dollar that's really affecting this more than anything. Very much the same within wheat. Seasonally, it's time for this particular market to start heading north. We can see that it's lost so much weight. This is on a daily chart. It's lost so much weight from 965. It's now down to 600, just above 600 in a matter of months. We've got long working orders in this one as well. Not entered the market as yet, but simply because of that volatility in the US dollar, we're unable to see upside in this. So we'll be patiently waiting for these ones. We're not going to get impatient and just look to enter at market on a fundamental basis. We need both the fundamentals and the technical analysis to agree in jumping into any of these ones, so we'll be waiting. Moving on, if we have a quick look at the gold market as well. Gold market is once again pretty volatile. Yes, we are expecting a break of this 1800, but not without volatility. And when we have a look at some of the very large days that it's had as of late, it's moving up to about $30–40 in any given day. The only way to be trading this one right now is to trade it on its break of that consolidation. So wait for a break of the previous high and then look to get in. Other than that, if we see a bit more downside, we'll still wait. You could catch us on a swing reversal if we see a bit more of a pullback, but I think gold at the moment, together with that US dollar, is just too dangerous of a market to be jumping in at any time. So wait for that confirmation of a break to the upside. Having a look at silver, very much the same. I think silver's still got a lot of pressure on it. And we see gold go up, silver follows a tad bit. When we see gold go down, silver gets crunched, as we've seen many times in the past. It's known for that. In the last 30 years, I think it's happened about 6 times where it's lost about 10-15% in a day. So we're not interested in taking out anything on silver. If you're looking longer term, you can look at some call options. We're not inclined to be holding spot or physical on silver simply because of the exposure that we can see. When people head for the door, they can get hurt rather badly within silver, so options are the only way to go for that one. Guys, lastly, we've got our Euro-Aussie call option, so we'll be looking at maintenance on that. One other to look at is crude oil, which we've kept quite an eye on, looking for some developments over, of course, in Iran and the sanctions that the Euro and UK are attempting to impose, and that is going to give it a bit of merit to continue upward should we see any development in that space. So for now we're keeping an eye on it, but the last 24 hours hasn't presented too many opportunities on a daily 4-hour chart from both a fundamental and technical perspective. I think the plays for this week are most definitely in the Euro-Aussie, the Australian US dollar, which we can see is finding some support there despite the negative news with the cash rate yesterday, and that's about it. Now guys, thanks very much for listening to the Elite Traders Group update for this morning. Look, if you're wanting to receive live trade recommendations, if you're wanting discount full service broking and some of the lowest margin requirements in futures, foreign exchange and CFDs in Australia or even internationally, contact us to subscribe. Don't hesitate to send me an email, dib@halifaxonline.com.au. My phone number's down there, both local and international, or at least for the daily reports. Don't hesitate to subscribe and leave a comment in the section below. Thanks very much for your time, everyone. We'll chat again tomorrow. Cheers.